Now, I have made many a video lamenting the fall of once beloved franchises, their deaths often seen in the shadow of some great controversy, and yet even many of those that had a homicide performed upon them have had a forced resurrection by the same corporations that killed them in the first place, and for what purpose I will be getting into today. You have all seen it, Doctor Who, Star Trek, or half a dozen other franchises I could mention that despite their apparent complete commercial failure have been given vast resources and been told to do as they see fit. And that is where they sit today, because the studios are not interested in creating a good product that sells, because they are run by people who would rather...
I think we're asking companies, you have to force behaviors, and at BlackRock we are forcing behaviors.
I would remind you that these are political activists, and like most political movements, they will become more extreme the closer they are to reaching the end of their viability. They will become more rabid and desperate to hold on to what little cultural relevance they have left, and with the current disdain held by the general public for the entertainment industrial complex, the more said complex will try to force its views upon the audience. This can be seen across the industry with such sterling examples as modern Doctor Who kicking the wokery up a notch from the already preachy first female Doctor played by Jodie Whittaker, seasons which I remind you retconned the entire series up to that point so that they could rewrite history with a less problematic, demographically situated individual, who would also conform to their personal pinko politics with alacrity. The same can be seen in Star Trek, with Kirk, Picard, and Sisko being replaced with the broad from Discovery, and the other charisma black holes in Trek is obsessed with filleting, and all the while you have no choice but to watch the slow-motion car crash in all its hideous glory, while asking the question, why? What drove them to shoot a hole in the boat midstream? The answer is simple, because the purpose of these Frankensteinian resurrections is not to make money, but to destroy the past. These are not reboots with a side of subversion. They are subversion wearing the face of dead franchises. Do you think it is an accident that out of nowhere, all of our old heroes came back as broken wrecks, only to be outshined and outperformed by their new and more diverse versions, who show their elders the necessity of their replacement by the new order? Or why we suddenly see the perversion of the hero's journey into the stagnant girl boss who lacks any actual traits beyond being a broad? And for the mentally deficient individuals in the comments section, these are not bad films because they are diverse, but because they are terribly written, and because they are made to destroy and replace that which came before them. They're like a zombie horde rising up and turning every franchise into a soulless husk of its former glory. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to make like Solomon Kane and send these heathen abominations screaming back to hell. But tell me what you think down below. This has been Pete, the Radical Nerd, signing off.